something. All right. I got you. I got a pair of twins on my team, and they hate it when you call them the wrong name. And I know who they are, but I always call them the wrong name. That's right. All right, we're going to do the basic low gut. And here's the keys that I want you guys to focus on. I can't teach you that much all the way through. Remember, every time you get these camps, you have Coach Dow, Coach Anderson, or Bill Adam, or anybody show you stuff, I would go back to the door and I would write stuff down. You can remember all the little tricks that we show you that you're trying to do your gut later, and you're like, how did he say we're supposed to do that? You can write it down, you can go check your notes. All right, the key to any kind of parterre offense is going to be controlling his hips. Okay, these two parts of your hips right here, your iliac crest, you don't have to remember that. Two parts of your hip bones right here, you have to be able to control that. And so on a low gut, especially, I want to get so I'm on these two bones that if I take my fingers and I go like this, it makes him do that. Okay, I want to get on that bone. I don't want to be up here because even if he's muscular, skin and muscle move. And that might be just enough for him to stop me from gutting him. So I want to make sure I get on the bone. I want to get nice and low. I'm going to show you the tightest gut wrench. That may not be the best gut wrench for you, but it's tight because it winds you up kind of like if you're winding up thread on a spool. All right? So let me, here, hold your hand just like this. Kneel just like this. You want to take the crotch of your elbow right here. You want to get it on this hip bone. All right, so I'm going to gut it this way. So I'm going to get it here. I'm going to take my other hand and I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to come over with my hand like this. You can't see this when he's on the mat. I'm going to come over here like this, and I'm going to squeeze here. This is the tightest thing because I'm going, when I go this way to gut him, I'm tightening up my hold. And this is keeping this tight on his hip bone. And I want to be here with my chest right down by the top of his butt crack here. Because you don't want to be up here to belly because that twists. You guys understand what I'm talking about? I'm going to go through it fast because you guys are all smart. No. I was just kidding. Alright, so I'm going to get that same lock. Here's the key to anything in parterre. I was okay at gut wrenches, but I used to be pretty good at a body lift. It's the same thing. If I'm going to gut him this way, or if I'm going to body lift him this way, I have to be in control and dominate this hip. I have to control his hip. If he gets his hip down, and I'm trying to gut him, if he's any good, I'm not going to do it. If I want to body lift him, it's the same thing. Same principle. So if you know that on top all the time, you can control that hip and lock you, you're going to have much more success with the techniques you're using. You guys follow me? All right. To get this lock, let's see. Come on back here a little bit. Here we go. Turn. All right. I'm going to get the lock at the same time. You know, you can get it here, you slide it down, come here, get it tight here, grab here, and here. You can use other locks. Brad Beering, second in the world, nasty gut wrench. He used to lock like this, or like this. He had different locks, but he was good at it. So if you lock different, that's fine. This is a good, tight, basic way to do it. Here, clamp here. Now, I'm down here nice and low, and I'm on that hip bone. And I'm going to go over this side. All the basics of gut are you drive this shoulder here, and I have to look at you when I'm saying this because my head goes over here when I'm gutting this side. All right, I'm going to start my gut. I'm going to squeeze it as tight as I can to me. And here's one key. I want to make him and me one like this. So that we're like super glued together, and there's no way that my body can slide on his body. That can't happen, but he can stop it. He may not, but he can stop it. I have to have my lock so tight that I'm glued to him. So that when I'm going, it's going to be my legs, my big butt, and my torso and my arms all are going to turn his hips. I'm not going to turn his hips with just my upper body. His lower body's stronger. And if he's got good defense, that makes him 10 times stronger because mechanical advantage. So I'm going to drive my shoulder in hard here, get him posted so his hands on the mat, and either get him to go forward or go post up here and go the other way. And I'm going to tip the hip. Simple, easy to remember. Tip the hip. If I can tip that far hip, I can gut wrench him. I may not, but I can. If I don't tip his hip at all, I'm not going to gut wrench him. He's any good. Pretend he's good. So here's what I'm going to do. Right now, he's just going to give me like 60-70% resistance, so I have a real feel, so I can show you what it looks like. So you don't have to do like the real spot. He's going to have the defense. He's going to look into it. He's going to turn his head down. I'm going to spot the knee. And the knee goes underneath your block, right up here. Okay? Don't make mistakes with the knee on the field. That's where people mess up a lot. I want to squeeze into me by pulling into me and squeeze my elbows down. Here, right shoulder tight. The knee under here. Now, hip to hip. You can try to stop it now and jump. I'm going to draw forward here. Point my knee to the ceiling. Okay, see here. Point my knee like that cradle, like maybe you guys do a 2-on-1 tilt. Folks out. Same kind of thing. Point your knee to the ceiling. Hybrid. Right through. Jump. Drive it under. Tip this hip up. Now, Colton. Turn this hip down. Now, yeah. Now here, I've slipped. See where my chest is? It's almost perpendicular to him. Did you guys see that? Now, if he gets that hip down there now, and I'm trying to gut him, and we've all seen somebody do this, I'm going to have a hard time gutting him. I'm going to have to get back to the adjust, lock it, turn the hip down, folks. And I'm going to have to get that hip there. It is. I got it up. I tipped it. I can use my legs now. If he's tough, get real tough. Try. Now, okay. All right. Got that? Tight, like super glue. Can't slide. You got to do what to the hip? Okay? Your grip can be different. Try this, see how you like it. And here's the downside to this guard. He knows which side I'm going to. Because I'm mostly stronger on that side. But you can still do it if you're really good with it. The downside of this midlock is it's not as strong as this one I'm showing you. We'll go over that in a second. All right, let's get you out there and get you trying this a little bit.